Hello, this is David G, and welcome to this week's Life Tools. For the past several weeks, we've been exploring the concept of what do I do when I feel sad? What do I do when I'm in pain? And obviously, my philosophy is whatever works. About introducing a 16-second pattern interrupt, taking a time in to allow yourself to move to another emotion, another state, when you find yourself ruminating, going in a downward spiral. But one of the most important things we need to understand, and truly one of our greatest learnings on the spiritual path, is to understand our emotions. My feeling is that we can truly grow and take our largest steps, our most profound steps on our journey to personal development and on this spiritual path simply by sitting with our emotions. We have a natural inclination to, whenever we find ourselves in that yum yuck mode, to instantly resist the yuck and reach for the yum. But that creates this cycle of us always seeking happiness the moment we experience sadness or pain. We don't learn from that. We will then always get caught in that knee-jerk reaction of like, ow, that hurts. Let me seek an ice cream soda. And so the ancient Buddhist teachings tell us to actually sit with the pain, become familiar with the sadness, with the emotion, with whatever that thing is that we're feeling. Because once we can become familiar with it, it will dissipate. So rather than suppress it or just go, no, that doesn't exist, what we can do instead is truly own it. Sadness is just a symptom that somewhere you have gone against the balance in your life. So rather than resisting the symptom and ignoring it, why don't we become more friendly with it? That's the concept of Maitreya. It's self-friendliness. How kind can you be to yourself? And often that includes just sitting with your pain, sitting with it to understand it, to allow it, to get to the core of your tender heart. And in that moment, you will get softer. Yes, you will cry tears. Yes, you will experience even deeper pain, perhaps. But the cultivation of this practice is to learn to love your heart and learn to understand your emotions. So the next time you have a negative emotion, a sadness emotion, and I've said many times, we all need to visit the land of hurts and wounds, but nobody needs to live there. So I'm not talking about if you happen to be living in that pain and it's been 6 months and it is time to allow that process to be released into the past. But right now, we should know that when we feel bad, when we feel sad, when we feel shame, when we feel guilt, sitting with that pain and truly allowing it, accepting that that's what you're feeling in that moment, brings about a tenderizing, a humility, a beautiful awakening in your heart. And as we continue to cultivate that, we get stronger. In our vulnerability lies our strength. But if we just shut it down and instantly change the channel, then we're not allowing ourselves to truly build up that strength, to create that resilience. So let's explore that this week. Allow yourself to be. We practice that through meditation. We practice that through patience. We practice that through just sitting and allowing. So the next time you're feeling the sting of a hurt or a pain, sit with it a bit. Sit with it until it is no more. Keep meditating, and in the meantime, I'll see you in the gap.